We have got members of the judiciary in the house, at least one of them, I should say, Sean Gumatauta with the court system. Sean, welcome back to Harmon.
Hey, it's always so good to be here with you guys.
All right, and it's a good thing we're talking today because now you work at the court, and the court actually just had a major website redesign to give access to critical information easier for us residents.
Yeah, that's right. Our new GuamCourts.org just launched, and for us, it's a little bit different than the original site, which was actually which is really old. And I think a lot of times, as we look at what we have and how our services have been modernized, it just made sense to have the court's website also do the same.
And the one thing I've always appreciated about your site is what you've done now. It's not just, cosmetic polish and everything. It looks wonderful. It's very easy to navigate and everything, but it's also useful because you're actually making a lot of the services that people would have to normally go down to the court in person and do, now they can do electronically.
Yeah, that's right. Our e-pay system allows residents who might have to pay some fines or restitution. We're working toward court clearances to be online, which is a big thing because we do have quite a number of folks that come down to the judiciary on a daily basis for those particular services. We were trying to look at the top 5 things that we do and trying to migrate that into the new website.
And that would be like a lot of young people who are very internet savvy anyway have to go down and get like, what is it, police clearance or court clearance if they're applying for even menial jobs. Now they can do so completely online.
That's right. That's right. Even our job applications are on there online, and they can go into the forms. And also from a educator standpoint, one of the things that we do that we're very happy about is that we're now able to we merged over our civics learning that was put together by our cohort from the University of Guam. They had a chance to put up there, and actually it's a great opportunity for teachers and instructors to be able to take their civics education that was researched heavily by our master's team, and then they're able to share that with all the students of Guam. So just quite a number of services and just in general information to help them.
How long did it take to put this project together? Because obviously you guys are dealing with very sensitive information, very critical information, and information that needs to be synced with what's going on in the real world very, very quickly. So if a case happens, people are going to expect to see it within a few hours online. Yeah,
actually, it took just around 3 months of just every day working at it from our team, our MIS division. Spent a lot of time. They took the elements of the old site, which there's a lot of mandates by federal statute that we had to make sure they were still there, and then the look of it, putting them in different places, updating some of the different sites, especially across our different divisions, from courts and ministerial, probation services, marshal services, everything got updated. Our links into the sex offender registry. These were very important for us to make sure that we complied with federal law and making sure that it's more user-friendly. The drop-down menus, ADA compliance, so now folks who are visually impaired can really get a chance to see this a little bit bigger. So we're very happy about the way that it came out. It's a lot more. Oh, and also, can't forget, Jason, and you're a big proponent of this, but also for mobile devices.
I was about to say, yeah. I've checked it out on mobile devices. It's very mobile friendly. It loads very, very quickly, and it's not like you have to scroll for 3 miles to get to what you're looking at.
That's right. And then, of course, for all of our friends in the media, the biggest change, and for the attorneys, is the calendars. Now, in the past, it would be a daily calendar. And as you see on TV, but you don't really get to see behind the scenes, it takes a lot of work just to get a camera into a court for any particular court hearing. So now with a week-long calendar at each of the judges, it allows all of our media partners to be able to see that in advance, comply with the rules of the court, and then being able to get those cameras in when they need it, especially to tell the story what's happening at the court.
All right, Sean, very fine work. Congratulations. It's a really good job. I guess we'll just end with this as we conclude the show. Don't you wish you had access to this information when you started out as a wee reporter covering cops and courts?
It's so funny you say that because a lot of folks were saying, that happened when it was 20 years ago, if you put your fingers in your ears. But when you think about it, because we had to go write down the information in the clerk's office, and it was, if it's not 1, maybe 5, 10 cases, and you're writing everything because you couldn't get it. Copies were really expensive at the time. But now with all the information at their fingertips, it's much easier to access the court. And I think we got more to go, so we're really excited about what the new GuamCourts.org is going to see for us.
Well, it's very refreshing for media old dogs like us, man.
Yes, thanks, Jason, for the time.
Always a pleasure.
Okay.
All right, stay tuned, everybody. There is much more coming up right here on